The Rockets lost to the Nuggets by a score of 125-128. The Nuggets are now 19-6. That is good for second in the Western Conference. And the Rockets have fallen to 16-7, which is fifth in the Western Conference. And in this game, Kevin Durant had 25 for the Rockets. Alperen Sengun led the Rockets with a 33-point triple-double, 33, 10, and 10. And on the other end, you guys obviously know what happened. Nikola Jokic, 39 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. And Jamal Murray, hey, maybe he is an all-star. 35 points, 5 assists. Jordan, I'm going to kick you to rock because I know you feel a certain type of way about this game. So talk to me about what happened and what you've seen.
First of all, I just think something like we can't keep getting psyoped. And I always use the word psyop because we can't keep getting psyoped into thinking that nothing is wrong with the officiating in the NBA or nothing is wrong with the way they call the game. So what they say is, don't spread this type of information. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about the game in that way. Anytime somebody tell you what to talk about, what you can and cannot talk about, you're getting psyoped. Number two, if we watch the game where the referee sometimes call a foul and he having an explanation why it's not a foul, but then we see a clear fucking foul and he don't have no explanation for it. It's totally different. Like, it's just so inconsistent. And for Swiper, for the love of God, Swiper is the biggest troll and he's the biggest militant mind I ever seen, boy. Because for him to go and say, Amin clearly fouled him on that play is ridiculous. It's just some of the most ridiculous shit that I've heard Swiper do. But I noticed that though. And my message to Swiper is when Denver playing OKC, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit that he talking about. Like, oh, he clearly fouled him. It would have been a disadvantage. I could jumped on his live and he was talking about that. When the trip happened, it would have been a disadvantage. How the fuck is the disadvantage going to be 4-4? What a disadvantage at? But whatever. My thing is, you don't call Sengun getting an and one because if the shot that Sengun shot, that little left hand hook, that's a fucking foul.
An and one.
That's an and one. But you on the other end will call a trip foul. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Don't get it. The same ref made all the worst fucking calls too. Like the same exact one.
Are we blaming the officials on this? Is that what we're doing? Huh? Are we blaming officiating on this? Is that what we doing?
Yeah, did you see it?
Ime Udoka did.
Did you see it?
I did see
Ime was getting mad at the refs all night.
All night long, he was on the ref's case.
I really think he was trying to fight the ref. To be honest, I definitely think he was trying to fight him. Like going into halftime, he said some shit like, "You want to see me at the half or some shit like that? You want to meet me in the back?" That's what it looked like he said. But but the same ref was just calling nonsense, like just nonsense all game long. Like,
so as a guard, Mars, if I'm chasing, right? If I'm chasing, you're running up to the screen. And you're not walking me up to the screen. You running up to the screen and you chasing and I'm chasing. What I don't want to do is I don't want to run directly behind you. And the reason why I don't want to run directly behind you is because exactly what happened last night. I can ultimately trip you. And if you end up getting tripped by me, which is inadvertent, by the way, it ain't like I did it on purpose, but it's inadvertent. Beep. I'm gonna get called.
That's not a foul. Like that.
I'm gonna get called for a foul on that. So how do I alleviate that? So how do I alleviate that? I gotta run on the side of you. That's where if I'm chasing, I gotta run. If you coming off the screen, I can't run behind you like this. I gotta run on the side of you. And then I'll make up the difference once you get to the screen because I don't want to trip you and I don't want the refs to blow the whistle and get a foul called on me. That's why.
Would you call it a foul? Knowing what you know as a player, blah blah blah.
You would call that a foul.
Would you say that's a foul?
First of all, I'm gonna say this.
There you go.
First of all, I'm gonna say this. As the official, we all saw the replay where we have the ability of seeing the replay. There's no fucking way that the official saw from that point right there that he knew exactly what happened on that play. Like, that's a foul. There's no possible way he said
he saw someone fall over.
Okay,
cool. That's what I'm saying. But you didn't see.
He made his best
trip. You just saw a motherfucker fall. What if he just fell on his?
That's not true, Drench. That's not true.
But the trip was so minimal. You had to get a scope to see the shit on the replay. You had to get a scope to see on the replay.
where the ball was getting thrown in bounds, right? It was right next to the half court line. If I'm not mistaken, it was a couple of feet from the half court line. Okay. So I got the lead official. He's the one handing on the ball. And I got the trail official, and I got the lead official is on the baseline. The guy in the C, where that action is with Amen Thompson, that's all I'm looking at. I ain't looking at nothing else.
But chill. Even on the replay, you
tripped,
can't see it. You can barely see it on the replay. So it's
why
no
can't
way
I see that, Drench?
shit. It's no way he saw that.
Why can't I? If I'm standing in the C is where the free throw line is Penn. It's called the center. So if I'm standing right there, and that's where Amen Thompson is, that's where it was Amen Thompson. Why am I drawing a blank on this kid's name who ended up who he ended up tripping? Hardaway. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. If I'm standing there, I'm watching. That's what's right in front of me. I don't see the guy inbounding the ball. I don't see what's going on at the nail. I don't see none of that. I'm watching what's right in front of me right now at that free throw line and to the baseline. That's all I'm looking at.
Right.
And when I see Amen Thompson,
you can barely see it on a replay. How did he see it?
What do you
got better eyes?
To be honest with you,
he got better eyes than fucking replay too.
I'm gonna give you a nugget here, Drench, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what he did? He guessed.
Of course, he guessed.
Which is a cardinal sin with officials. I got to call. They tell us all the time. Call what you see, because guessing is the complete opposite of getting it right.
There's no way he saw that.
So he saw him fall. So he saw him fall. So his immediate reaction is, Amen had to trip him.
Exactly.
Not that he saw men trip him.
And he saw it. But hold on,
let's be clear about this right now, Ron. It's not that he saw men trip him. Amen tripped. Hardaway tripped. So he had to have tripped him. Not that I seen him, but he had to have tripped him. But he had the luxury of being able to go back and see the replay.
But see, look, this is the slippery slope, though. This is the slippery slope in that, though, Chill. Because if you saw that shit that good and you know for a fact that that's a goddamn foul, then how the fuck you didn't see the first one then when Şengün got and did the left-hand hook? He couldn't see that? Nobody on the court can see that, but you know for sure he pinched his motherfucking calf, and you know that's a foul. But when Şengün bump up and go, the dude jumping up to him like that, and he get an and one, you don't see that? That's where the
lead on the baseline, that's her call. The lead on the baseline, that's her call. She's standing right in front of that. And none of them other dudes, none of those other guys.
Hold on, Chill, that ain't even that. He called another bad call. I got it on my video. He called another loose ball fucking foul on Jabari Smith Jr. when the ball was on the ground. Wasn't nobody on the ground. He just said,
I didn't understand that call. I did see that one. I didn't
understand. Who are you talking specifically about the starstruck ref?
The referee,
right now?
the black dude, the referee, him.
Yeah.
That motherfucker caused some bullshit. And Chill, I'm gonna put you on this one. Baseline. This is why Ime was pissed off. That's why he got that tech for real. Baseline. Şengün get right up underneath the goal, which is, first of all, if you're a good player, you know that's how you get a foul call. You go up underneath the goal, and the dude is guarding behind you. I'm entitled to shoot it at the goal. Jokic put his forearm all in his damn back. He right there.
That was a foul on Joker.
He even said, no, he didn't see nothing. But you fucking saw him pinch his calf. Come on, some clearly.
What did he do to his calf?
He pinched his calf and he fell, and he saw that. He saw that from 20 feet away. He saw that.
Yeah. Now, outside of the refs, Ron. Now outside of the refs, Ron.
25 to 28 foul calls, relatively even. Right?
No, we're not doing that. No.
Hold on. I did not watch the full game. I watched half the game.
You can't look at the stat sheet, then.
But I am looking at a play at 7 minutes and 6 seconds in the fourth quarter where Jokic clearly gets fouled by Şengün, and it's nothing. It's nothing. I am seeing clearly.
You talking about that jump shot?
Yeah,
he made the jumper too, right?
I don't think that's a first of all. I don't necessarily think it was clearly a foul. I think it's one of them little bullshit ass hands.
That's a foul today. That's a foul.
If you touch my wrist on a foul.
It was a foul.
It's a clear foul.
Yeah, it was
like I'm looking at these and I'm like, okay, there's a missed call there. There's a missed call there. I'm not seeing like
the refs are going to miss calls. That's part of
the refs. That's what I'm hearing. The refs suck.
The refs, but you can't look at the stat sheet and try to tell the story. It was clear from the jump of the game. The shit was called bad. Did you see the one where Jamal Murray go to the basket and fucking do some bullshit ass shot like that, and they just call a foul when KD moved out the way? Did you see that one?
Yo, Natalie Sego is a bad referee.
Are we blaming this whole thing on the officiating? Because I thought that
it got to be on officiating because there's no way you call a fucking trip foul on 3 seconds left in the game. It's no possible way you call a trip foul for that.
I mean, yeah, I do think that cost the Rockets the game, but the reason the Rockets lost beyond that are like things within their own control. But when you're up one and you get called on a out of bounds away from the play foul.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then you go to overtime and lose in overtime. Like, it makes sense why a Rockets fan would be mad about that being the case.
I don't know, Ron.
And hold on, because you got a later story. On top of that, Şengün didn't get a fucking call on the left hook shot he shot at the end. That's a foul. So for you to call a trip foul, so this is my thing.
That was a go-ahead bucket
you was a referee too, and I know we all coached before. Right. Well, me, Ox, Ron, coach. All right. When the referee call fouls, this is how I am. I don't give a shit that he called a foul. I just want to know what's your strategy to calling a foul. Like, are you gonna call it this way? Are you calling it aggressive? What are you calling? Are you calling anything? Let me know. So when Şengün the left hook shot and they let it go, cool. That's how you want to call it. You say, okay, I'm allowing a little physicality, but then you call a fucking pinch on the calf at the end.
I can't. What I can't do.
Something not making sense.
To your point. To your point, I set the tone as an official right from the beginning of the game. Whatever I call in the first quarter, that's the same thing I got to call in the fourth. That's the way that's the way that works. So
yeah, in an ideal world, yeah.
So yes, Mars, in an ideal world. So if Tim Hardaway is coming off the screen in the first quarter and he gets tripped or he gets nicked on his calf or he gets nicked on his shoe and he falls over, beep, that's a foul. Because if it's a foul in the first quarter,
it's a foul at the end of the game.
If he got 3 seconds left in the game, that's a foul. Because I'm going to have to explain that to you if the same thing happened in the second quarter and I didn't call it, but I then called it again in the fourth quarter. I have to explain that to you. But that ain't my issue. Ron, I want to get into, because I know I'm a bit older than you dudes. I love the fact that I love the fact that we had two dudes who accepted their matchups. Şengün accepted the matchup with Joker. Joker accepted the matchup with Şengün. We live in a space where we have a lot of mismatch hunting, where a lot of guys are trying to get bigs onto smalls. All of that stuff happens. But Şengün accepted the matchup with Joker. This is my guy. I'm going to deal with him all night long. Same thing with Joker. I'm going to deal with Şengün. And I felt like Şengün took advantage of that. I felt like Şengün, he saw Joker in drop and he took what Joker gave him. If Joker is in drop and Şengün is in the mid post, I'm shooting this. If he's going to die, if Joker's going to crowd me, I'm going to get off the ball. I think he took what Joker gave him. Joker did the same thing with him. If you're going to back off me at the long ball line, I'm cracking this. But I think that with these two guys accepting their matchups, I think that was the best part of the game for me.
I'm for the Rockets, for me being critical of the Rockets, how many times is it going to come down to the end of the game and KD don't get the last fucking shot? Like, Şengün shooting that motherfucking turnaround like he goddamn Tracy.
Yeah, that three was crazy. And you had like 5 seconds. I think Şengün thought they were going to foul up three. So
we need to quit doing all like my dad say, Bart, you quit doing all that starting.
Did KD get shot?
KD took one shot. KD took one midi pull up.
Okay, because I don't remember him shooting in overtime.
He missed it, I think.
He did take a shot. He missed it.
What's new, y'all?
But my point is, like, at what point did we get Kevin Durant for? Like, what did we get Kevin Durant for if he never gonna take the shot at the end of the game?
You got Kevin Durant for that 25 he gonna give you every time.
Yeah, but we need him to get one of them points, two out of them 25 or 3 out of them 25 need to be the last shot if it's the last shot of the game.
Drench, y'all got KD to do what he is best at. Be a glorified second option.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
Here we go.
I'm not gonna co-sign that, but I'm just gonna say that shot was ridiculous. Whether Şengün thought they was gonna foul him or not, cool. I mean, it was just ridiculous, to be honest. It was a 2-point game or was it a 3-point game? At that point,
3. They were down 3.
First of all, I didn't understand why Ime called the timeout. Honestly, I didn't understand why he called timeout. He let him come all the way up, cross half court, and he called a timeout. I didn't understand that. But
because I don't think he could have. Well, he could have advanced the ball. I think that's why
they
he
had brought the ball up the court.
Yeah, that part I didn't get. I was like, he could advance the ball.
And they wasn't going. It's not like
out?
they were going to foul. Chill. Like it's not like they was finna foul. Like my thing is, if they were going to foul, it would be on a dead ball. Like it would be when y'all inbounding and we just herb and foul you real fast. I guess if they were, but for him to just call a timeout like that, I don't like that because the Rockets suck out of sideline, out of bounds. Like for as far as like at the end of the game, we clearly got an issue with that shit.
Ox, the more I watch him, he reminds me of Mark Price. I love what I'm seeing. I love the confidence. I love the swag about this kid. I love how he comes off screens. I love how when he's open, he's shooting the basketball.
Who are you talking about?
About this kid, Reed Shepard.
He was a brick yesterday, but he made a couple big ones.
Yeah, he made a couple big shots, but I didn't see none of that coming off.
Reminds me of Mark Price
last night.
And you guys got to straighten me out because when we talk a lot about Amen Thompson, we talk about the potential of shooting. One or two things is going on here. Because I've seen Amen Thompson knock down a shot. I've seen him do that. I've seen him knock down a mid-range shot. I've seen him knock down the 3-ball. I have seen him. When I watch him come off screens where he's wide open, 16, 17 feet, one or two things is going on. Either they're telling him not to shoot that, or he can't, period.
Both.
He bet not shoot it. Like,
it's both.
They're telling him not
to
to.
It's both.
And if you're gonna be, I think if you're gonna be a good team, Drench, I think that if this team is gonna get to where they're trying to get to, when he comes off that screen, he's got to learn how to consistently.
I don't necessarily.
Let's play a game of more or less. Shout out to Splash Sports. Amen Thompson field goal percentage on 2-point jump shots, more or less than 25%. Chill.
Less.
Okay. Yes, you are correct. 22.9%.
What?
Amen Thompson, 2-point jump shots. Amen Thompson.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's flat ass shit.
Amen Thompson on 3-point shots, more or less than 20%.
I'm going to take the less.
Okay,
it's probably
you are
more.
Correct. 18%.
God damn, how do you get less than fucking 20?
Amen Thompson on floaters, more or less than 40%.
I'm going to take the less.
You are correct. 39% on floaters. Amen Thompson on layups, more or less than 50%. Does Amen Thompson make more or less than half of his layups?
More.
I'm going to take the less.
Chill is going to take the less.
Gotta be
more.
Gotta be more. Okay, so we got 2 lesses, 3 mores. 48% on layups, Amen Thompson.
Damn.
Thank you guys for joining us on More or Less with Amen Thompson. Yeah, the guy can't score the ball. There you go. The guy can't score the ball.
So Mark, I'm not
playing that baseline
one
for some
injury away
dunks.
from being Ben Simmons.
No, he's still more aggressive as a scorer. Amen doesn't know he can't score the ball. That's the difference between him
until
and
he get hurt, he gonna know. When
Ben Simmons knew he couldn't score, and it ended up becoming a detriment. Amen Thompson is still in the ignorant stage. He doesn't know yet.
He think he had OTE still. He think he's.
I want to see, and this is why Amen Thompson is a wing. He's not. You can't put the ball in someone's hands who can't score like at all. To Chill's point about Jalen Suggs and whatever in the Orlando point guard. He's not a threat to score, and teams know he's not a threat to score. So he's trying to barrel his way to the rim, and it's why his rim quality has gone down drastically. It's because he can't score from outside of 8 feet. So he's trying to just start throwing things up, and it's looking bad. And I don't think Amen's this bad. Like, I don't think that this is indicative of his true quality. But when you don't have him roaming the baseline and getting his easy duckings and his putbacks and whatnot, you end up seeing, he's a very limited scorer, very limited. But you put him in his off-ball role. Yeah, exactly. And you put him in his off-ball role offensively, and you allow him to be the menace he is on defense with the athleticism and all that great stuff, and then the passing capability is all there. That's great. Putting the ball in his hands where teams can just ignore him, it's problematic. And I think that's what
he actually had some downhill. He had some downhill stuff yesterday. He had some wiggle in him where he got to the rim, and I was impressed with that. But to actively give him space, Ron, where I dare you. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, like, what are you doing in the offseason? There has to be that's where I get my confidence from. I've been working on this. This is where I get this from.
He
and
has
I'm watching him get switched on the Joker. But I'm watching him get switched on the Joker, and He's at the long ball line at the break, Ron, and Joker is standing at least 5 feet away from him with his arms crossed, like, I dare you. And I'm thinking to myself, my man, are you gonna at least look at the basket? What were you doing this offseason?
Chill. I'm gonna tell you,
Mars. What is a star?
Players work on the same
which
shit.
really
now.
quickly
Mars.
got me to thinking they're telling him not to shoot that. They are.
Mars, what is Asar Thompson shooting on corner threes this year? Want to play more or less on that?
Corner threes, Asar.
I think you're gonna be a little.
You gotta give me the number so I can say more or less. You gotta give me the number.
30%, more or less.
I'm gonna say less on 30.
How many is he shooting?
I'm gonna go more.
Nah, because a man had the fake corner three shooting last year, so I'm gonna say he's shooting more than 30%.
Wait, Pin, don't do the Angel Reese thing you tried to pull. How many?
We don't need one. If he is 1 for 1, he's 100%. I'm gonna take the more on 30%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
take the more on 30% from the corner. Am I correct?
According to Basketball Reference, you are correct.
What's he at? 31?
40.
He's 2
40.
for 5.
Oh yeah. Laura, you stay where you at.
He probably
We got a
Let's look
shooter.
up. Let's look up. If this man is 2 for 5, I'm gonna be mad.
Chill. To your
Yes,
point about a man working on some shit, I'm telling you, a lot of players work on the same shit that they already know how to do in the offseason. That should be baffling to me. Like, I'm like, yo, why the fuck are you working on coming off the pick and roll and dunking it? Like, I already know
You're already good at that.
Yeah, you've
you're
been
already
dunking
good at
since
that.
the 6th
Asar
grade.
Thompson is 2 for 5 from the corner this season.
Yeah, sir.
You're already good at that, Drake.
So I'm talking about.
I be saying that all the time. Like, I don't.
He's
get
2 for
why-
4 from the
why-
right
why-
corner. To be fair, 2 for 4.
I don't get why-
50%. If
why
you could stay away
guards
from the
do
left
that, bro.
corner, you great.
How do you expect to get
Left
better,
corner,
Drake?
he's 0%, but
How? If
Bro,
you
I'm
just
telling
working
you,
on
I see it a lot. I see either I see a lot of players work on things that they're not going to do in the game, like Jared Vanderbilt working on his pick and roll, dribbling and shooting and shit like that, step back, jump shot, dumb shit like that. I see that, or I see them working on shit that they already know how to do, like they working
How do
on
you expect
shit
to get better?
like
How?
driving and dunking. Like I don't think when I'm working out, like I work out my homeboy, right. We work out every day, 5 o'clock in the morning. Only time we usually dunk is like at the end of the week. Like he already knows how to dunk. Like, what do we like? And he do it to get in shape, but we usually just dunk at the end, like on a Friday. I'll be like, all right, bro, you got your legs, let's dunk it. But for the most part, he need to work on shooting. So we're doing a lot of shooting. We're doing a lot of pick, pop, shot. We're doing a lot of off the bounce shooting. We're doing a lot of turnarounds. We're doing a lot of things that if he got a charge last year, it's probably because he could have shot it. Like, we're doing a lot of those. And by the way, for him to shoot 71% in the EuroLeague now, hey, man, I must know a little something. That's all I'm saying. I must know what I'm doing. But at some point, no way a man is working on his jump shot. You can't tell me that. Like, if you were working on it,
Yes.
we see some of like the stuff like he and his team put out. We see he's working on it, but with the degree on which he is, we don't know. But we see,
to the degree, obviously, the degree.
Yeah, we see what they let us see.
I'm saying, if you truly were working on something, you would have confidence to do it in the game. You would have confidence to make it in the game.
He has confidence to
If
do
you
it.
truly were.
I think they're telling him not to do it, Penn. I do.
Because he's not making it. He's not working on it. Ain't no way.
It's not in Houston's best interest to let an 18% shooter shoot threes. It's not.
Yeah, he's not making it.
Yo, fellas,
You gotta be competent in practice before you can be competent in the game.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Regardless-
Like, they're watching that shit in practice and saying, nah, fuck nah.
regardless of whether he's working on it, is broke as hell. That's what we do know.
Right.
What we
1 for
also
9,
do
Ron?
know.
Yeah,
What?
1 for 9 run in the last 5 games at the long ball line.
It should be 0 for 0.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the chat throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.